Alright, so a while back, I made a video on the best cheap Berserker setup. It was like under 300k for the entire set, and in my opinion, for that price, you really can't get any better gear. And on that video, someone made a comment asking me to do one about the Mage class, and because the video I was planning for today completely bombed, I don't know why, I just could not get through it, that's what we're doing. So a few things to get out of the way before I get into the meat of this episode. Yes, I did buy a Livid Dagger. I put Fabled on it, and I've put 1 star on it. I'm trying to get my armor fully 5-starred. I'm 3 stars away from having the entire set 5-starred. So the Livid Dagger will have to wait. Also, we are insanely close to 1,000 subscribers, and most of the watch time on my videos is from people who are not subscribed. So, if you're not subscribed, let's go. Final push to 1K. I'm so excited. But, apparently, according to some forum posts and polls I've seen, the average net worth on this server is 5 to 10 million. So, for some people, the price of running the Mage class could be seen as pretty intimidating. So I'm going to present an alternative that is equally, if not more effective for low floors for a fraction of the cost. You'll be saving 3.8 million coins using this loadout as opposed to the classic Wise Dragon Bonzo Mask Bonzo Staff. Without further ado, let's get into it. What I would recommend doing is get to Catacombs level 4. After Catacombs 4, you can actually start using weapons. If you complete floor 1 before then, you can of course use a Bonzo Staff. Yep, here's my Bonzo Staff, 5-starred it for some reason. Probably everyone knows about the Oh, that's not good! You can spam these balloons out, and they do a decent, wow, okay, they do a decent amount of damage per hit. However, there is one problem, and that is that Bonzo Staves go for around 1.9 million. So if you have the money, absolutely pick one up. If you don't, and also want a more mana effective weapon, then an epic Dreadlord Sword, yeah, right here, is going to be the way to go. If we look at the ability damage, the epic Dreadlord Sword only does 100 less damage, and the Bonzo Staff uses double the mana that the Dreadlord Sword does. So you can sit here spamming this and pretty much not run out of mana. Of course, right now I'm using Wise Dragon Armor because I am out of dungeons. This is why you want to get to Catacombs level 4, because then you will unlock the ability to use this. To get to Catacombs level 4, controversy time. I'm going to say that Protector Dragon is going to be the easiest way to go. You literally have to try to be dying in this armor. Do your Fairy Souls, of course, and then just play a few rounds as tank. You'll get to Catacombs 4. So now that the weapon is sorted out, I think it's also worth saying that the Bonzo Staff does also function as a mobility tool. If you point straight down at the ground and fire, you will get launched forwards. The armor that you are going to want to get. Alright, I'm in the dungeon hub on the main island just because there are less people. What you're going to want to do is you want to buy a pair of dark goggles, reforge them to Wise. As you can see, we are getting 225 intelligence outside of dungeons. Already up to 400, and when we equip the Bonzo Staff, that's 754 intelligence. Then you want to buy a set of heavy armor and reforge it to Wise as well. As you can see, with Fairy Souls being done, I have 1,000 health here, 470 defense outside of dungeons, and I've got 979 mana, again, outside of dungeons. But we'll be using the Dreadlord Sword anyway, so it's time to stash all of this stuff, because this is the budget round. 800 mana outside dungeons. We could also star this, but for the sake of saving Undead Essence, I'm not going to. Gonna switch to the Mage class. Not going to floor 5. And ideally, in terms of pet, you want a sheep. And what you're going to want to do is just spam block hit. And you're going to do so much AoE damage. And because you're wearing heavy armor, your survivability is going to be pretty high. As you can see, we have 899 defense. And here we go. This is our first test, where we're just going to crouch in the corner and spam block hit. We are actually out of mana. And there we go. Just like that, killed a Lost Adventurer. Very nice. And this sword is actually going to be better, than an AOTD in dungeons, just because of the fact that dungeon items get stat boosted while you're in dungeons. I should have brought a rogue sword, but I forgot, so we are going to be moving slowly. So as long as you can actually hit these things, this is a very strong setup for early game mage. So yeah, one of the main reasons, or the main reason for using heavy armor is because you want survivability. Wise Dragon on the surface gives a lot of mana, yeah, but you can't jump into a room like that in Wise Dragon and survive in dungeons. We just tanked almost 1,000 damage. I don't even want to fight that archaeologist. They're just not worth it. No profit there. And I guess this is going to be the test. Will I be able to solo a Lost Adventurer with this setup? I believe the answer to that is yes. We can just wallbang him, of course. And there we go, just like that. Lost Adventurer down. And I am block hitting because I want this beam. We hit the sheep there. But yeah, this beam and then also the skull, getting the damage up. This is maximizing our damage as much as possible. They've finished the blood room. I would be willing to bet money that they're gonna get, yep, there we go. Of course. So of course, first stage Bonzo is going to run away. And we are going to deploy the ultimate. And he's dead like that. And the loot is absolutely terrible. Please rejuvenate. No! Infinite quiver. But yeah, the reason for heavy armor. If you see the number right under deaths, the yellow number 4, that is the milestone that we hit. I believe with Mage, you hit these milestones by doing damage. Same with Berserk. Same with Archer. Healer, you get them by healing people, and then Tank, you attain milestones by taking in damage. You're not going to be able to get Catacombs XP and level up, or get the loot in the chests at the end of the dungeon run if you don't hit, I believe, milestone 3. So that's why I'm using this over Wise Dragon. You have much more survivability with this. Wise Dragon, you're going to get flattened by any amount of damage. And yes, I know there's going to be someone in the comments telling me that if you dungeonize Wise Dragon, it is a good set. One of the best mage sets, but you need to be Catacombs, what, 28? 26 to 28. So that's not feasible for someone at this stage of the game. So yeah, now for the price of this entire set, we're going to look up Dreadlord. Rarity to epic. Alright, we got 35 for this. The Shadow Goggles are 80k, so price so far is 115,000 coins. And then 3/4 heavy armor. It's going to be 6,000, yeah, it's going to be around 16,000 for all of the heavy armor you need. Of course, not the helmet. That means total set cost is under 150k. Of course, you've got a reforge, but you could probably find heavy armor that's already Wise on the auction house for really cheap. And we can pretty much just spam this. So yeah, this right here, probably my ideal way of starting the mage class. After you reach Catacombs 9, of course, you can wear Zombie Soldier armor. That'll improve your survivability even more. And then later on down the road, you're going to want to upgrade these to Shadow Goggles. So I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, hit that like button down below. Also, smash subscribe. I will see you guys next time. Peace.